TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Abdelmadjid and this is Africa Now. More than 200 al-Shabaab militants, including several top officials, have been killed in their base in Central Somalia in targeted U.S. drone strikes the federal government announced on Sunday. The raid was a joint collaboration between the Somali National Army and the U.S. military operation. Reports from Burkina Faso say at least 13 security personnel were killed in an ambush by gunmen on Sunday near Taparko, a town frequently targeted by Islamist militants. Earlier in the day, a bus hit a landmine near the town, killing 2 people. Burkina Faso's military government has said its priority is to tackle the jihadist insurgency. Still on insecurity matters, at least 53 people died in western Ethiopia after an unidentified armed group attacked a civilian convoy and its military escorts in a region plagued by ethnic violence, a rights body appointed by the government said on Sunday. The Ethiopian Human Rights Commission investigated the incident after a video posted on social media on Friday showed armed men, some in military uniforms, using a stick to poke a man back on a burning pile of bodies after he tried to escape. The government said on Saturday it will act against the perpetrators. Now the number of people known to have died in a train crash in the Democratic Republic of Congo has risen to 75. The train derailed and fell into a ditch in the southeastern village of Bufoye on Thursday. It was a freight service but carried hundreds of stowaways. The Information Ministry said a total number of 125 people were also injured when the train derailed because of a sudden track cut. 6 prisoners have died at the Matadi Central Prison in Western Democratic Republic of Congo due to poor detention conditions. The prison's deputy director says 3 of the victims were suffering from tuberculosis, and the condition of the prisoners is also reported to have deteriorated because of insufficient food. The death toll could increase according to local media sources. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You're watching Africa Now. Business and more coming your way after the break. Just stay tuned. Welcome back in business. Algeria's President Abdelmadjid Tebboune has banned the export of foodstuffs that the country imports, the state news agency has said. Algiers did not give any reason for the ban, but it comes amid fears of a sharp increase in the global prices of such basic foods such as wheat because of the conflict in Ukraine, which is one of the world's biggest exporters. Now away from business, President Kais Said's march towards one-man rule and failure to avert an economic crisis was protested against on Sunday by thousands of supporters of a hardline secularist Tunisian party. Last summer, Said seized executive power, dismissed parliament and said he could rule by decree in moves many of his rivals have called a coup. The protest, which is the biggest so far by the Free Constitutional Party, shows the increasingly broad opposition to Said's actions. Even after its counter-terrorism mission withdrawal, France on Friday said it would still give aerial military support to Malian troops battling an Islamist insurgency in the Sahel, but only where Russian fighters are not present. The former colonial power last month announced that it would pull out 2,400 troops first deployed to Mali almost a decade ago. France's relations with Mali's ruling military junta turned sour earlier this year because of the junta's decision to delay democratic elections in February, as well as its collaboration with private contractors belonging to Russia's Wagner Group. The Uganda's People's Defense Forces has said the commander of the land forces, Lieutenant General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, has not retired from the army. General Kainerugaba, which is also the senior presidential advisor on special operations and the first son of long-running President Yoweri Museveni, announced last Tuesday via his official Twitter handle that he was calling time on his tour of duty in the army after nearly 3 decades of service. Zambia's former president, Rupia Banda, who died Friday after a short battle with colon cancer, will be buried on March 18 at the presidential burial site, Embassy Park in the capital, Lusaka, the government has announced. The government will hold a state funeral on March 17 at the Lusaka showground. Foreign heads of state and government are scheduled to attend. President Hakainde Hichilema declared a 7-day period of national mourning in honor of Banda for his contribution to the nation. And that is it on Africa Now. For more updates, to visit our website at www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. To stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Okwade. Thanks for watching.